The project page is your main work area. You'll be spending the most time here, so get to know it. First of all, we can resize this page. There are 3 buttons at the top of the page that turn windows on and off. Make sure you can see view switches, as explained in the video customizing CUBASE. The first button shows or hides the inspector window. The next button shows or hides the event info line. The event info line gives you information on the selected event on the project page. You can see the name, the start, the end, the length, offset, and depending on what you have selected, you'll see more options here. The next button shows or hides the overview. This shows you everything in the project. You can move back and forth between events by click dragging on the lower half of this window. You can adjust the zoom in and out by also adjusting the lower part of the window on each side. If you move your mouse to the upper part of the window, you can redraw your viewing selection and make a new one. Let's do this to this section and adjust it if necessary. The other 2 buttons allow you to open the pool and open the mixer, which are both discussed later. You can zoom in or out vertically and horizontally by using these sliders or plus and minus buttons here. If you want to zoom to your locators, you can select it by pressing this button. Or zoom full to see the entire project. You can make your own zoom presets by selecting Add and Organize. By pressing this button here, you can zoom the track heights to suit your taste. You can also turn snapping on for the track heights so that things look a little neater. You can move this slider here so that the audio file appears larger in scale, making precise editing easier. This doesn't adjust any volume, it just makes it look bigger. At the bottom of the track, you can see what your project attributes are set at. Right now we are set up for recording at 44.1, 16-bit, we have 109 hours and 9 minutes of recording time, and our pan loss set to -3 dB. You can change these options by selecting Project Setup from the Project menu. If you're not sure what all these features are for, you can click the Help button. Everything is well explained here. Let's close this window by clicking OK. Let's look at these 2 buttons here. The one with the colors is for showing track colors. With this button on, you can click in the extra column that pops up and choose a color for the track. The cool thing about these colors is that these ones show up in the mixer, and you can use them to color group certain tracks together. The other button is the Divide Track List. You can divide the project page into 2 parts and toggle tracks to the top pane and vice versa. Right-click on the track you want to move and choose Toggle Track List. Basically, this allows you to scroll the bottom track list while the top one stays stationary. A great use for this is to have a video or market track above as a reference track and all your audio tracks below. The ruler area can be switched by right-clicking on it. It shows bars and beats, seconds, time code, samples, or a user frame rate. There is also time linear and bars and beats linear. If you have tempo changes in the tempo track, then time linear will show you the distance between the bar lines as being variable depending on the tempo. If you have bars and beats linear, then the distance between the bar lines will be equal. Time linear is good for people working with classical or jazz scores using retardandos and accelerandos. If you're doing rock or electronic music, you probably want to keep it on bars and beats linear.